Coming up on the Talon News.
Argyle's cross-country team kicks off their season.
Corbin Fanning speaks out about muscular dystrophy and how it's affected him.
Our staff explains the new lunch schedules in our school.
And this is a view from the nest. Welcome to our Talents broadcast, and I'm Sloan Dial.
And I'm Jacob Lorman.
Argyle High School's 2020 cross-country team is beginning their season with a great start.
Our reporters Delaney Lekowit and Riley Hall talked to a few of our runners and coaches.
The boys cross-country team has been allowed to compete in meets this year despite the coronavirus. We spoke with some of the runners to see how they think the season will go and how it may be different. Coach Sutton explains what he has learned from coaching.
From coaching, I've learned a lot. I could probably talk all day about what I've learned from coaching. A couple of the first things that come to mind, I guess, would be just that you get what you put into it. When I first started coaching cross country, I don't think I had a good concept of just like what all my responsibilities were and what it would require of me. And as I've kind of figured that out over the past several years and kind of seen how much work does need to go into it, I think that our program has grown and gotten healthier along with that. So that's just been a very clear pattern to me, that you get what you put into it. But then I think the other big thing would be that it's about relationships. You know, I think coaches can very easily get caught up in the X's and O's and, you know, what is this kid running? What are his paces? What are his times? And those things are important. But I think at the end of the day, the success of your program is going to really be dictated on what types of relationships have you really formed with your players or your runners.
Gage Green and Nick Jacobs tell about how it is hard to stay motivated.
My biggest challenge this year would probably be staying motivated if Corona shut down the school and I had to run by myself. But other than that, we're good so far.
The biggest challenge in cross country is probably keeping motivation and actually getting up in the morning to run.
Coach Sutton and Gage Green talk about how the team is able to stay motivated.
I keep the boys motivated. I think one of the biggest things keeping them motivated is just having fun. You know, if they're not enjoying it, if they're not having fun doing what they're doing, it's going to be near impossible for them to be motivated. So I just try to create an atmosphere at practice and during athletics just where, yes, we get our work done and we do work hard, but we try to have a lot of fun too. And I think that the way we train helps with that. The way we train, we keep track of a lot of times, and we really focus a lot on like their personal records, their PRs, and so I think that helps them too, being able to see like week to week what their progress is and being able to see how they improve. I think that really kind of fuels their fire too.
I stay motivated. Well, it's not really me, but like my whole team kind of helps me stay motivated. Like when I'm on a run, I like to run with people because it pushes me to finish the run and do good.
Nick Jacobs gives his advice to people who want to join cross country.
Some advice I would give to new runners is commit to getting better and working hard.
Gage Green explains how this year has been different due to COVID-19.
We're doing practices differently. So Coach Sutton has cones set up 6 feet apart so we stay social distance, and we have to wear masks when we aren't running.
Gage Green and Coach Sutton talk about what they are most excited for this year.
What I'm most excited for this year is hopefully to go to regionals and maybe make it to state. It's going to be harder to go because they cut down the team spot by 1 for each, from district to regionals to state, and it'll be more difficult but easier.
This season, I'm most excited about, honestly, having a season. Assuming everything continues to go well with COVID-related things, I'm just excited to simply have a season. You know, my my runners lost most of their track season in the spring. There were a lot of hiccups over the summer with our training as far as what we were able to do, and so it's just kind of been, obviously with everybody, it's been up in the air whether or not we're going to have a season. So I'm just excited to be with my guys and be able to practice, and we're about to start our meet, so I'm just excited to be having a season.
This has been Delaney Luckwood and Riley Hawk signing off for the Talon News.
Be sure to cheer on our cross-country team as they go through their season.
Junior Corbin Fanning suffers from a rare disease called muscular dystrophy, which makes it hard for him to do athletic activity. Kinsey Emmons and Ellie Rader get a closer look.
Argyle High School is home to many students, but some stand out more than others. One in particular, Corbin Fanning, has faced a lot of challenges in his lifetime, but always find a way to overcome those setbacks.
Corbin faces a disease called muscular dystrophy, and although it can be very serious, he always has a positive outlook on life.
With dystrophin, like it says in muscular dystrophy, I don't have that. I don't make dystrophin. So when my muscles break down, they don't build back up. So then I can't work out, I can't do any sports or anything like that.
Due to the fact he can't work out like others, he has some disadvantages to playing band and extracurricular activities.
So disadvantages that I face in band and other curricular activities, in band per se, it's like helping out with moving stuff. So when the pit moves, we move to the practice lot to practice, and then we move sometimes down to the field. I can't help move stuff, so I just kind of ride my scooter down there, but we work it out where everybody can come and help me get my stuff down there. And then when we're going to away football games, which we really can't right now, we usually load a trailer. It's an 18-wheeler, and we put all the front ensemble equipment that where I play in the trailer, and I kind of just tell people what to do. But in extracurricular activities, there's it's mainly can't do any physical extra activities. So I can't play basketball or football. I can't do that stuff. And even though band's extracurricular physical activity, it's not as physical as it normally is. But other physical activities shooting and hunting and sports, it's just I can't really do it.
The community and band members have helped him transition into Argyle High School band by helping carry and moving things for him.
Well, the community and band has really helped me by whatever I need, and I just tell them and I let them know I need help with this, moving this or going here, going there, and so we work it out that way. And it's mainly the directors and Mr. Lemish. I ask him to help me with band and stuff, and it's mainly been him that has helped me be able to do what I do. So
Corbin's advice to other people facing similar challenges is to keep your motivation.
So if you have challenges like this that you face, it's just you got to know that you are always loved by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He will always love you, and that no matter what, that you are loved, and that even though sometimes you can't do certain activities or do certain stuff, but that when that you got to be thankful for all the stuff you can do and focus on the things that you can do, not the things you can't do. So, which I struggle with that too, but I need to focus on those, and then that helps me be motivated.
This has been Ella Rader and Kenzie Emmons reporting for the Talon News.
We thank the Argyle community who has supported him for more than 8 years with fundraisers to help with imperative research.
With the start of the new school year comes a lot of new changes with COVID-19.
Owen Norkett and Jacob Strope talked to our staff about the new changes.
With the start of an unprecedented new school year, many changes have been made to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. One of these changes includes a new lunch schedule. We talked to staff to get their opinions on the new changes to the schedule and to learn what work had to be put in. Our staff explains why this new schedule of 3 lunches is far better than the old mega lunch schedule.
So So the new lunch schedule compared to Mega Lunch has actually really been an amazing experience. With Mega Lunch, we have 1 hour to serve the entire school. We have 3 lines open and all the kids are in line at once. But with us having to have 3 lunches, we're able to have the children social distance. We're able to sanitize in between each lunch. We're able to have the students come in and sanitize their hands before coming in, and then also to social distance while they're in line. This keeps us safe as well as each student.
A lot of preparation and decision making went into this new change, including less students and new seating.
When you put together that many students, it just doesn't allow for social distancing at all. I mean, we were eating in hallways and in classrooms and in gyms, in cafeterias and coffee bar. We were eating all over the building and still had people sitting on the floor and in classrooms. So to better help with social distancing, we decided to break our lunch into 3 separate lunches.
So our new lunch schedule actually does not affect us. We're here at our same scheduled time, and we still get breakfast and lunch out. Lunch is just a little bit earlier, but we're still able to get it all done on time for the kids to enjoy their lunch.
There are many rules enforced, including social distance markers and more room in the school to help keep students safe.
Right now, we are doing the best that we can to keep everybody as healthy as we can so that face-to-face learning can continue. In our community, over 80%, 85% of our students want to be here face-to-face every day. And so for us to be able to have that type of learning environment, we have to find the best way to keep people safe. And right now, with regard to lunches, having 3 separate lunches seems to be the best way to keep people safe so that we can continue face-to-face learning.
We do have markers on the floor, which we previously had, but now we have the big eagle circles. So just be mindful when you come in, stay within those 6 feet.
In the future, we hope to have our lunches back to normal with Mega Lunch.
I'm kind of basing a lot of my decisions on the governor's mandates right now. Right now, he has mandated that we wear masks in school. And again, a lot of that is because of the COVID that's going around and just trying to keep kids and people and adults safe in this building. So I really don't think there's going to be a change in the next few weeks. But again, as the governor can lift this order and we can get back to a normal way of life in the school building, then we can talk about switching our lunches back to a Mega Lunch and a different schedule at that point.
This has been Jacob Stroop and Owen Norquette reporting for the Talon News.
Thank you to our staff and students who's helping our school social distance and stay safe.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to follow us at The Talon News on Instagram and Twitter. And for more stories following your life, visit www.thetalonnews.com.
Tune in next time as we discover Argyle one story at a time. We thank the Argyle community who has helped him supported.